Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Abomination Vaults, our Monster Interrupted podcast. We are playing, that's right, second edition, Abomination Vaults, not the sellout 5th edition version. No. Though I did stop broadcasting on the Pathfinder Twitch channel and moved us to the open TTRPG channel. Not that I'm trying to change anyone's mind of 5th edition or the many perfectly fine and lots of fun tabletop alternate games outside of Pathfinder for you that are out there. It's just that we do play Wizards of the Coast, Star Wars, prequel to 4th edition, Saga edition Star Wars, and it kept popping up in Pathfinder, and it was like, well, you know what? Pathfinder people kind of know we're here. Let's just sort of go with a generic channel, and we've been out there and doing just as well, actually, lately, with hits there as we do or did in the Strictly Pathfinder channel, without the odd comment going, this isn't Pathfinder, when we were playing Star Wars. So, welcome. We are also broadcasting to our YouTube channel at the Rollmongers Podcast Network, where you can catch actual videos of our podcast, where I rip the audio, make the actual audio podcast, and then redub the audio back in, bigger, brighter, maybe change a sound effect that got moshed in the live version, all for your listening pleasure. And if you want more content, more anything about us, go to our webpage at www.rollmonger.com. You'll find our Discord. We are on Twitter. We're on the new Twitter, X, and we're on the old Twitter that bought a new thing called Blue Sky. Davis gave me a invite code. Literally everywhere in the multiverse. I would like to take a moment to talk to you about podcasting itself and the importance of decent gear. Now, I understand no one wants to spend $200 to $500 out of the gate on a project per person, per mic, per whatever, and then have something fall apart. But I gotta say, listening back to old episodes on a Snowball mic, on a Meteor mic, on an Xbox Titan headset that sound like garbage, compared to finally getting a decent Samsung QU2 or a decent Audio-Technica 2100, moving up to the Audio-Technica 2035 for myself. And then finally, I have arrived. Gentlemen, after 7 years, I am rocking the industry standard, the Shure SM7B. The Shure SM7 has been around since the 1970s. Every video you see somebody talking into a big foam cone, that's a Shure SM7. And it doesn't sound much different than the Audio-Technica that I had, even through my new mixer. So I must be doing something wrong. That's all I can say. Something's off, right? We'll work it out in time. Gentlemen, when last we left, I'm afraid I have to take you back to a wonderful board that I like to call the battle board. Please ignore that tension building dramatic music that my players can't hear, but you can as the audience. That might imply that a combat is coming, the traps are going off, or something. Oh, you know what? I guess it's spoiled, because last episode, guys, you had a rough time. We found a lovely dioramic scene of Otari duplicated 3 or 4 times, showing a natural disaster going off in Otari, with the Gauntlet Ruined Tower being the centerpiece of it all. There's an earthquake one. There's a fire one. There's a monster stomping one. I forget what the 4th one was. Does anyone remember? Free hero point. By the way, it's time to reset them all, so it's really a fake hero point. Guys, if you have 0 hero points, if you have 2 or 3 hero points, please set them all to a fresh 1 hero point per player, please. Anybody? I will offer a free hero point to anyone that right now, without Googling it, without listening back last episode, does anyone remember what the 4th disaster was? Because I remember now. Anyone?
We had the tsunami. We had the green light tower.
That's the tsunami. You got it. 1. Drew gets 2 points. What? Don't leave me like that. I promised the cast that I wouldn't be so stingy, and since no one really does anything heroic around here, a lot of self-serving mercenaries, if you ask me. I have to come up with new ways besides just making me laugh to give out hero points. So, guys, It is the trap's turn. It did a bunch of stuff it waits. Cognule Anvilbender moves forward to assist. Who went down? Was it Ken or Dubsy? It was Dubsy, right?
Yeah, Dubsy's dying. Ken is unconscious on the ground.
Okay, so Cognule Advilbender, the dwarf, usually played by Corey, he's a little late tonight, steps forward, grabs Dubsy, and pulls him back and makes meaningful eye contact, and not the wine and dinner kind Gregor, the kind that, like, I got one guy, now help me with the other, and starts grabbing him back. So that's 5 up, an action to grab, and then 5, 10, 15, 20. Do we have any rules on dragging? Can you just drag your full movement as long as you make strength checks? I don't think anyone's ever dragged.
I think it's half your movement speed.
That sounds good. I like that. Oh, you know what? I might not even get that far. He doesn't go that fast yet. 20. Excuse me while I put everybody back. Grabs him and pulls him back 10 feet. Gregor, Dark Mantle. It is your turn. Kenro, unconscious. You're up, but not really. Gregor, what do you want to do?
Gregor will finish smashing the trap that's beside him.
Okay. You can try. Trap number
Yes, he can.
Trap number what? Let's see. Did you have him targeted? You have a trap targeted? They actually have each trap as a monster in my thing here.
So the one I'm standing right next to. The one that he dove behind.
Okay. Smash away. Attack it. Well, it has a hardness and hit points and things, and once it gets to broken condition, then yay! Broken condition generally being half something's hit points.
So here we go. Swing with the war flail and see what happens. For a 22.
That is a hit. Damage.
Rolled a 7.
Okay. As you can see, it has resisted a certain amount of damage, and you have done Zippo to it. Now, just to be sure that Fantasy Grounds isn't throwing a side curve at you here, I am going to say, I'm going to read you its stat, just so you guys believe, okay? Because now that you're hitting this thing, I think you get a feel for how hard it is. You know what I'm saying, Eric?
Yeah.
Judging, right? Has a hardness of 8. I won't tell you how many hit points it has, but it has a hardness of 8. So you got to do 9 points of damage in a single hit just to do 1. This thing was built to last. Care to swing again?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Just a little frustrating, isn't it? I know. Don't let anybody's hard day affect your playing. Take your hard day out on that table. That's what I say. This is what I get for assembling a crew on a Monday. No one has a good Monday. What was I thinking? No one's like dying to game and all revved up like a Friday night. It's Monday. These guys are tired and pissy and ruining my furniture. Okay, so he does much damage.
So rolled a 22 for 11 points of damage, and my last action, I will get out of the room.
Okay.
And that's me.
Okay. Penro. You fell unconscious. Did we have him stable?
I rolled to stabilize, yes, but I think determined I can't come back to 1 hit point unless I'm actually healed.
No, as long as you're not dying 1, 2, 3 and dying.
I stabilized last round. We had to roll a stabilization check. And that's about it.
Okay.
So I just lay there.
He just lays there. All alone. In the dark. So you get something on dragging?
Yes, I did. So pull it up on archives, and that is here. And when you're dragging something, treat its bulk as half. You drag one thing at a time. You must use both hands to do so, and you drag slowly, about 50 feet per minute, unless you have any type of means to speed yourself up. You use the total bulk of what you're dragging. So if it has a sack laden with goods, you add that to the weight as well. And so that's it just counts against your encumbrance.
Okay. So what's Ken's total bulk that you're carrying? How much bulk is a character? 5? Like, he's carrying 3.3, right? But then we're also carrying him, which I'm thinking a standard character is like 5 bulk, like a body. So if Cognul left the train station at 2 o'clock and Kenro fell asleep in San Francisco at 3 o'clock and both... Never mind, don't get me going on that math. I hate that math.
If a round is this many seconds and you can drag them for 50 feet per minute.
Per minute, that is slow.
Just under 6 feet every 10 seconds, or every 6 seconds. Yeah.
It's what? 10 feet, 6 seconds?
No, just under 6 feet every 10 seconds. So it's like 5 feet every 10 seconds.
So it's a 5-foot move. Yeah, okay. His bulk is 8 plus all of yours. His limit is 13. So, according to this, if your limit is what you can carry, but it's cut in half. So if we made his bulk
guys,
8 and then you cut it in half to 4, and 8 4 is 12. Yeah.
So while you're encumbered, you're clumsy 1, and you take a 10-foot penalty to all your speeds. Your speed can't be reduced to less than 5 feet. So you're clumsy. So Cognul's is clumsy 1, and he's moving at 10 feet less than he does.
Oh, 10 feet less than he normally does. Okay, so his 20-foot move is now 10 feet. We got that part right. Because the bulk is dragging, you're not lifting. Like he said, the bulk number's cut in half. So 5 for the body, let's say. 3 is total of 8 of Kenro. Cut in half for 4. 4 and 8 is 12. His limit's 13. So he could actually lift you and carry you across threshold bride style, but he doesn't.
Oh, man, this is riveting.
Actually, you know what? If I can pick you up, could I not move faster? If I could actually pick him up? Yeah, I just pick him up. Because then I can get my full movement. Right? So, yeah.
Yeah, and he's a gripply.
But even in this case, it's still based on his encumbered rule, right? So if he's not encumbered, then he doesn't have the clumsy penalty or the speed penalty. It only comes into effect the moment you go over that 13.
Right. So, like I said, I lift him in the air. I'm going to take back my movement. Okay. Yeah. That's good to know, because there's gonna be a lot of dragon bodies around.
It's gonna come up again for sure.
It's gonna come up again. So, and we may have to go over it again. Apologies to the audience. So Kenro's having a little nap, which brings us to Kraga. Looks like the party's retreating, big guy. What do you want to do? They've left a man behind.
I'll throw my grapple and pull him in like a fish.
Okay.
I don't have a grapple. I'm kidding.
Oh, okay. That would have been cool though. Turks up his sleeve and you see the crossbow grapple. You know,
yeah.
It was that when we were climbing down the well. Mm-hmm.
And he enters dying 1 again because I do like 1 point of damage.
Hit him in the head. You actually catch him in the mouth like a fish. That's terrible. I would love to see an adventure party roll like that. Like, I'm helping, but he's actually like, they have no regard for each other's personal safety. Like, that would be great. Anyway, that's the everyone took Constitution high score party. Anyway, what do you want to do? It seems apparent that you could go straight up the right side without setting off traps, because they've gone up and down there twice.
Okay. I'll move up along the right side of the room towards Kenoro's unconscious body.
What is your movement, sir?
20.
20? Okay, so 20 puts you 10 feet away from him. Okay. What is your total bulk limit?
14.
And what is your current bulk?
6.
Okay, so you're fine. So I will say that just because you're so bulky and restricted by armor, you're too far away. 20 feet, a single action gets you 10 feet away. You step in, and then you lift him up, and he's, in your square, safe and sound kind of thing, and you're done. That's 3. You're still in the room, but at least you've got Kenro in your arms. Picks him up, puts the veil on him, nice and,
I can't do like the take a 5-foot step for free kind of thing?
No, in this game, you can step as an action, and it doesn't provoke attacks of opportunity, but it still costs
an action.
Yeah.
Copy that.
What have you been playing besides Pathfinder with me, I wonder? Or is this a Baldur's Gate thing?
No, I think that's just something from along when I played.
It's a very long line of D&Ds, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, Dubsy. Did we get Dubsy to stabilize?
No.
Okay.
We've got some knocking going on too.
Knocking?
With one of our team members.
Oh.
But yeah,
So Dubsy.
Yes.
Stabilization?
Flat check. Ugh. 4.
That is a fail. You can spend all of your hero points to free stabilize if you want to risk it now. Otherwise, you'll be dropped down to dying 2. You have a little bit to go before we get to, flatlining you. But it is my job to offer these options.
I'll wait one more.
Okay. Just for dramatic. I always wondered why they would give you that freebie. And it's like, oh yeah, because some people don't want to wait 4 rounds and miss the entire combat. It's like, I don't care about hero points. Let's go. Wake up, Okay, you're awake and still baggage with 1 hit point, right? Cognal Anvil Bender. Dragging. We just looked up a bunch of dragging rolls. You get 10 feet. Dragging Dubsy along. Trying to get him out of the room.
Ready for a frog.
Would you like to continue to do so or change your mind?
Oh no, where are we going?
Just back it out in the hallway. We're doing the little retreat thing here. So
Yep, we're going to keep dragging him along. We got to keep this little frog guy.
Okay.
We like him.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Eric. You were talking about dragging rules. Did we work out 10 foot an action or 10 foot around because of the 50 foot 1 minute thing? Like, is that his whole turn? Yeah. Okay. Unfortunately, just because we worked out the bulk and how much he could carry and how much he could drag and blah, blah, blah. Now, if you could actually pick him up, which unfortunately exceeds your bulk, and carry him, you could move fast like Matt's about to. But unfortunately, it's just... Kenro has a lot of porn on him, those heavy editions, and it's just weighing his ass down. So that's you, Cognul. Gregor Darkmantle, you are up. Kenro, get ready to sleep. Greg, what do you want to do? Sorry. What do you want to do, buddy?
I'm going to try Acid Splash at the trap.
Okay.
From where I am, just to see if acid has any more effect than our weapons.
Yeah, magic could bypass hardness. I don't see why not. But Fantasy Grounds, wiser than I, will let us know, I'm sure. So you already targeted Casto Laspello. Miss. Whoosh. I'm going to be a dick, though, and ask you to move forward so you got a clean shot, at least to the door. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that you had. Okay. Ken, you are stable.
Does the splash damage have any effect?
Yeah, I guess it would. Let me just double check this. At least you could get the 1 point of acid splash, right?
Hopefully more.
Well, it does the D3 and then it splashes for 1 point. And if you missed with the glob, I'm afraid the 1 point's all you're going to get. Sorry.
But if it has a weakness to acid.
Oh, well. Not everyone can be a druid from Outlaws and just luck out on his first, like Drew did. What creature am I here? Number 5. Okay. Creature number 5. Trap number 5. Just got to make sure I'm giving the 1 point later to the right. Okay. A little splash and a tiny little hiss, and there's like the mayor, the one Corey keeps shaking down for money, and it just like, he's out on a balcony and a little splash, he just melts the little figurine. You monster!
So no can do is what you're saying, eh? Okay.
I don't see any reason why not. Just got to improve your aim a bit. Sorry, too soon. Craiga. No, have you got actions left? I made you move 1 or 2 to cast a spell.
Oh, yeah, good point. Yeah, I had to move. You're right.
Yeah, okay. Craiga, Silver Tusk, cradling Kenro, unconscious in your arms. Free action, you get the wedding veil on there nice and tight. And what do you want to do? Carrying him across the threshold, bride
We're
style.
going to our honeymoon.
You carry him out of the dungeon, you carry him to the church in the sunset. They're just like, where did he go?
I'll use 2 actions to get out of this room to the rest of the party in the hall.
Okay. Where are we here? Floating Ken. 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10. Okay. For argument's sake, are you still carrying him, we'll say? Unless the party would need you to put him down, because if you drop him, it's actions to pick him up, so you might want to hang on to him for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. We have retreated into the hallway, and it comes back around to Dubsy. Dubsy, you are at dying 2. I need a 12 flat check for you to stabilize.
Come on. 3.
You are at dying 3. Cognual, you're dragging Dubsy, and he's like coughing up blood and lolling and does not look good, and you get him outside the hall and you let go, and he does not look in good shape.
Excuse me, gentlemen. I believe, just let me...
You have battle medicine.
I believe that I do, actually.
Someone's making level up noises. Wing! You have battle medicine.
I will bet you that I do, and I will also bet you that on my volume mixer, I didn't turn any of these things.
No, that's fine. I'm looking at you. You do have battle medicine.
Well, we're going to do the battle medicine. I just can't remember where to find it on here.
So it's in your abilities to confirm that you have the skill, but you actually want to go to skills itself and actually roll me a medicine check now that I've targeted Dubsy.
The activities tab, treat wounds.
Oh, let's not confuse him.
No, we can go to activities tab, treat wounds.
Okay.
So, and we want the this first one.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, you might have got 2.
Critical failure is your first roll. Oh, sorry, man. I got to take the first roll. Critical failure.
That was just that was a mulligan. That was just a test roll.
He takes.
That's a test roll. Come on now. I was just testing out the new feature.
I'm sorry, man. It's in print. Would you like to burn your hero point to get the second one? Okay.
Yes.
Because otherwise, you literally would have killed him.
No, I don't want to kill him. We like this dude, so
That's
we're
like,
going to burn my hero
point. You take out the scalpel, and then you check for pulse, and you stab his artery. Oh crap! Hero point. I'll just weld that in. It's part of your body now. 24. Yay! So, Cognual Anvil Bender, hero point, little diamonds popping up in the chat. Make it official. Thank you.
Yes.
Roll. Is there an option in the actions or in the skill guides for an actual like plus healing, or is he just going to roll his 2d8? And...
Yeah, if he targets, he's got me targeted. So yeah, he can hit the little plus sign for 1d8.
Magnifying glass?
Yeah, you may have to use the
hit the magnifying glass first, and then I hit the target. The first one says 4d8.
Yeah, that's a critical success.
And
which you don't have at the moment. Yeah, you want the
and
2d8
a 1d8.
1d8.
You don't want the 1d8. That's hurting him.
Fine. So
well, not with the little teardrop.
Yeah,
we're going to the 2d8.
Yeah, the 2d8 plus. Go hit that.
Boom, 10.
In case you're wondering, audience, what's going on, Fantasy Grounds made some upgrades, and as our sponsor, we do like because we are all on Zoom, we're not sitting around a table where you can just quickly pick up dice. So, forgive us for the walkthrough of the technical guys, but once we learn this, the buttons are so much fun. I'm sorry, audience, you got to suffer. The buttons are like that's so gratifying.
Absolutely.
10 points goes to Dubsy, and I don't even have to manually put them in. Dubsy. Okay. With him saved and battle medicine almost, oh, there it is, yay, properly ensued, I'm going to drop you guys out of rounds. And now that our dwarf has put the scalpel away, then I will end the battle music. And I believe, since you've given Dubsy back 10 hit points, little eyes flutter open, and you guys are all sitting there with an unconscious Kenro, and your ass is currently kicked. What do you do?
I'm not sure there's much we can do for these guys down here. I think we're going to have to head back to town.
We can try and heal Kenro. Maybe he can walk on his own. Unless you like carrying him.
Yeah, now that you guys have the time, you might be able to do the old, 10-minute. We've retreated. It is a viable option.
Yeah, I put him down, like, leaning against the wall.
Okay.
If we're going to do that, we may want to find a more defensible position. A lot of doors here.
Bathtub room. Chop dock surgery. There's a lovely bathroom for, those doctors that take money
missing
and
a kidney.
it's exactly right. Kenro, you wake up and you're missing a kidney, but you're healed. Craig has got like a pocket that's just staining slowly with blood. He goes back to the temple and sells your kidney. Guys, I got 150 gold for the thing we found when Kenro was unconscious.
Well, I think you got the most experience patching these wounds like these up. You want to give it a shot?
Absolutely.
Let me target the right guy there for you. And you can still aid another if you wish.
Oh, wait. He just did it. I forgot. He can't do it again for another hour.
Oh, no, it's on the
that's
same patient. Yeah, it's on the patient. It's not on the... Gregor, something to say?
No, I'll just, they're going to do healing here. I'll go stand in the hallway, make sure that nothing's coming at us from that direction anyways.
You got it. Thank you. Done and done. Okay, so with Cogno targeting the right patient, and Kraga also targeting the right patient, did you guys want to do lead medical Cogno, nurse Kraga, and you wanted to assist Kraga, or... Sound good?
I will assist. What do I need to do?
I'll assist.
Do what?
I'll assist Cogno.
They want you to be lead surgeon and do a healing check now that I've targeted Ken.
Let's do it.
All the same things. Just don't double click because I'm not giving you the spamming rule again. You're out of hero points.
So I need to go with the target, correct?
I've got the target. I've got him targeted for you.
Okay, so I just hit this one. Success. 22.
Dun, 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 dun. Very nice. And 2d8 if you please.
8.
Hey, better than nothing. Kraga, can I have your assist?
20.
20. That is an assist, bringing him up to 23. Even being kind, saying 24, I'm afraid it's not close enough to get 25 to get him 48, unless you want to spend that hero point and try to get... Actually, never mind. That would be Cognual trying to raise his number for you to aid, so there's not much we can do. But at least you aid successfully, and gentlemen, he gets 8 points back. Ken, luckily, you're leaning up against a wall, not in Crag's arms. Don't know where this veil came from, but, you're rocking it. None of these guys could pull off that look. What do you want to do?
Stand up and... Oh, man. That was a mistake. Don't go near those traps.
Yeah, that was a close one, eh?
Thank you very much. I appreciate the help. Great assist. Is Dubsy okay?
I'm worse for wear, but we were thinking maybe going to town. We're not doing so well.
Cogno's magic hands can get you up on your feet, but I don't know about getting you back up to full health.
I have a couple of spells I could use, but then they'd be tapped for the rest of these rooms, so this place is huge and undaunting.
Oh, that's fine. Send out a spell. We'll maybe search one more room if we get hurt, then we go back to town, you know? What do you think?
It's not a bad idea. I will go and use another one of my heal spells.
Okay. Targeting whom?
Is the rest of us kind of bumped up as well? So I will use the burst, giving us all 1d8.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Let me just throw targets all around because I never seem to get that multi-target thing going. Okay, go to town.
It's just 1d8.
Okay.
That's a 1.
Callistra, heal him if you want. I guess
I will use my hero point to say, you know what, my friends have been so good. I will use the hero point to re-roll that dice and try to help us out with a little more than that.
Oh,
that's a 4, so a little bit better. 4 times as much.
That's a 4. Okay.
There we go.
All right. It's doing some adjusting here. Where's Kraga? Kraga.
You did me.
Kraga,
You did him for Cogno?
Cogno. Yeah, where's Cogno? There we go. Okay. 7 wounds, 27 current hit points. You still have 27 hit points, Corey. Eric, full at 26, because when you guard, you stand 10 feet away from all the problems. Very strategic thinking, Eric. I'm proud of you. Doesn't get hit a lot. He's like, I'll take one for the team. I'll hang back. You stupid idiots can take all the damage.
I'm just in touch with my mage side. Still acting like a squishy.
Yeah, really. Stand back. Kraga, 7 wounds, 33 hit points. Kenro, 12 wounds and 12 hit points. You're in that nice shades of gray zone that you like to be in so much. Dubsy, 12 wounds and 14 hit points. Are we feeling confident? Are we feeling like I will say that you guys, there seems to be a path. And if you can stay a certain distance from these traps, so far, I don't want to encourage more death, but so far, there does seem to be a way through them. If you're willing to risk it. Now, classically in dungeons, traps are 2 things. They either protect amazing treasures and monsters, or they're like dead end, and they lure you in, and they're party killers. And you get nothing besides dead friends. But you can loot them. So, small compensation. What do we do, gentlemen?
If you all want to hang back, I can see if I can make my way to the other side of this room. And then you guys move up behind me, and I'll take the brunt of anything that comes out of the doors if there's any enemies, and then we'll have a chance to retreat if we need to.
Do the Vietnam point man where you got the squad back and you got like one guy, 10, 30 feet up doing that kind of thing.
Recon.
Yeah. Okay. Are you guys agreeing to this?
I wouldn't mind waiting 1 more hour to get another healing.
Guys just want to hang out in the dungeon for an hour? Sure, why not? That's true. You don't have to go all the way back to town. Time is going by, but...
Okay. Is there a short rest or something to hit that with? Is there...
There's short rest to get focus points back, but you guys need that hour for the surgery time to elapse. All
right. Well, if we're gonna take a break then for a bit, let's go back to that room that weird fly human was in.
Demonic summoning and happy kid paintings of hell on the wall. It's very defensible. Yeah. No.
I'm okay with that.
Sure. Okay. Nodding is good, but we are podcast guys, so don't be afraid to unmute, chip in, because it sounds like I'm convincing you, and that's not my job. My job's to kill you and make you rich.
I was just debating if Kraga was a frog like me and wanted snack.
Oh, Oh God! You tell me Dubsy's going over there, going, "All right, let's dig in." You know, I get the rump roast. Imagine. I never thought of that. We did like an entire combat. You imagine Dubsy going, "Oh God, yes! I'm so hungry. I want the fly end, not the baby end." Okay, baby
Forgot
back
about
ribs. Yeah. Little Chubrick guy. All right, so stacking you guys up temporarily in Happy Dungeon, right? Shall we try another round? Let me just double check your targets. Otherwise, we retreat to a safe location, a mere 50 feet from our original location. And lead surgeon is still probably Cogno. So,
Yeah. Or actually, Ken would be now that he's.
Oh yeah,
healed.
now Ken's awake. Yeah. Ken, feel like doing some healing?
Of course.
Okay. Let's just make this easy, and I'll start at the top of the initiative tracker, so I'm not skipping up and down and drive myself crazy. So, let's start with the dwarf, who's mildly wounded with 7, and we'll target Mr. Cogno. Does anybody wish to aid? Because I need to know up front.
I'll aid.
Yeah. Okay. So, starting with Ken
Okay.
Rose, magical rolls.
No, I got a 10.
And I have a 12.
Sorry, dwarf. Hope you like pain. Next victim. Actually have Kenro. When you heal yourself, the DC goes up by 5 from 15 to 20, so you're actually better off maybe having the dwarf heal you.
Yeah, they'll switch.
Yeah. That's
I'll
funny,
aid.
though. It's like he just failed to heal you. No hard feelings, help me. Corey, can we have a medicine check once again, please?
Or treat wounds.
Treat wounds.
Oh,
Fail, but not a critical fail. Fail means you just don't help. Critical is where you're stabbing people and burning your hit points, so don't worry. I just saw the look on his face. He's like, no! You're okay, man. We must be tired. Down we go to Kraga. And let's try Kenro again. 1 second. Kenro, can you heal Kraga?
Give her a go.
Please.
Check. That's a 21.
Yes.
You can use the treat wounds activity, Troy.
Yeah. My activities log is empty.
Oh.
I'm in there, so
Yeah.
I just use the skills there. And 2d8, right?
Yeah, when it asked you to update it, probably
Fine.
you probably accidentally just hit the X to make pop-ups go away and didn't invoke the new powers of Fantasy Grounds.
That's weird because on Pilo it does show up. On this one it didn't. So I'll
I'll have to look into
see.
that, yeah.
That was
9
hit points.
Oh, Kraga, you're completely fine. Healed-ish. 7 wipes out with 9. 40 hit points once again. You are definitely our point man. Did we miss anyone? Dubsy could use some love. 1 second. Let me just get Kenro on the right frog here. Okay, go ahead.
Only
Okay,
the
go
most
ahead.
important Gripply and Otari.
Yeah.
I think he's the only Gripply in Otari.
13.
He said, I live in the swamp. He didn't say my people live in the swamp. That
I'm
is
not
a
an
fail.
outcast, I swear.
Assisting won't help get that up any
He's
higher.
a flesh-warped halfling. Don't
Would
tell him.
assisting help? Because you have to say beforehand anyways.
If he got a crit, he could.
Yeah, if you crit assist and got the +2, but I'll allow it. Because like at this point, we were saying, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
So yeah,
Or
if
you roll a medicine check.
Can Eric, have they changed the rules? Can you still have 2 guys assist on 1 action or just 1? You should look into that. But go ahead, Corey. Just give us a good old medicine check openly.
ooh, 17 plus a
That-
6 for 23.
That would bring us to 14 for Ken. So Kraga, while we're figuring out if you can help, let's just roll with it. Just go with it.
I got it.
That is a fail. So, Eric will get back to us with the official ruling, but unfortunately, no. You guys have all the hit points you can for this hour. And the bad news is, you wait an hour, and then you start doing 10-minute heal checks, which we had Ken do 2 or 3. So it's more like an hour and a half, or at least an hour and 20. Well, so and so did so and so, and X so and so did so and so, and yeah. What do you guys want to do now? Are we feeling healthy enough? Do we have any potions, or is it time to trudge back to town? I mean, honestly, it's up to you. You think keep Ken in the back?
We've got all that loot sitting there. We got that glaive. That glaive we can sell.
Tell Gregor to grow a pair and take Ken's point at the front, and you're fine. Look at all those hit points Greg has. I think Greg just has a low self-esteem. They convinced him he was a wizard, but what wizard has 26 hit points at 2-second level? I'm just saying. Get up there, Greg. I'm kind of biased. I would love you guys to, like, get in there and not have to revisit this part of the dungeon next week. But I don't want to get you killed. So, what you gonna do, boys?
I would be comfortable taking up a back lead if Kraga wants to go in front. That's fine by me. I have one heal spell left, so I can support the party if needed.
Okay. Wise of you to save it, not buff it now and have it go to where it's really needed. That's good.
Okay. Cognil, you also have like a stabilize spell or something, right? Cantrip?
Yes, I do.
I do as well.
Okay.
Well,
okay.
then.
I'm okay with going then, I guess.
What are we waiting for? Kraga, you wanted to take point?
Yeah, I'm gonna retrace my steps in the room so I don't set off any traps.
Okay. You got as far as the inside of the L. Who's behind him? Dubsy? Gregor?
I'll go behind him.
All right. You guys probably wonder why I'm extra mean to Eric is because he's a GM. So not only does he not get sympathy from me, I pick on him.
My feelings gotten pretty resilient now. We're good.
Okay, he's grown his skin after working with us for a year. All right. Next we have who? Cognul the dwarf, Dubsy the squishy. What do we want to do? Oh, sorry. Like we're gonna give Greg what? 10 feet? 20 feet? How much distance before the party falls in line?
Yeah, 10 feet behind me.
Okay. Sorry, I've got him at 15 because technically that's.
Or yeah, 15.
Yeah, okay. So posting up behind Greg, we have who?
I can go.
Right, and then we have Cognul and Ken in the back, or yeah, sounds good. I remember you guys said Troy said something about Ken in the back, so keeping the current marching order that you see here. So, re-entering the room, posting up just inside the door, and in and out of the door, we have the party with Gregor, Dubsy, Cognul, and then Ken still in the hallway with Cognul. At the front of the L, so this hallway is 10 feet wide, plus the little round alcoves, goes up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet, then goes forward 10 feet to a back wall, but the whole thing shifts and turns to the right. And we literally come back with Kraga peeking around this corner. You ready to go, Craig? Oh my god, we can call you Craig. Why didn't I think of that before? Craig.
Just call me Craig.
Craig.
Craig and Greg.
Craig and Greg. Yeah, the Orc Boys. I love this. Okay. Peek around the corner there, Craig.
What's on that little table at the north side of the wall?
I'm so glad you asked. Let me just pull up my actual adventure. Where are we here?
I'm looking down the bent part of the hallway, like when the instead of the hallway going straight.
The back.
No, I'm just explaining to the podcast. I walk straight up, and now the room goes straight to the right, and there's an alcove on either side of the hallway, and then 2 double doors at the end. And I'm inspecting that table on the north side. Looks like dishware.
We've got Flames, water. I believe this is the monster one. The one that depicts a monster crushing Otari.
Okay.
On the back wall. Peeking around the corner, don't really have line of sight on that yet.
I'm going to start moving forward towards the doors.
Okay.
One square at a time.
Okay. 5 foot. Right around the corner from you. Like, around the corner and close to your wall that you're hugging is
Little
another
alcove?
diorama. Yeah, another alcove and another diorama. What do we got here? Flames, water.
I'll take a really hard look at it and roll a
Dude,
perception.
this one's all Cthulhu. There's a giant tentacle coming out of the water and smashing Otari. Call of Cthulhu.
I rolled lore Otari, see if I could remember
You
some
can't-
sort of event.
Can't remember the last octopi attack. No. No.
This is a strange diorama.
Give me perception or thievery in the tower.
Oh crap! My map's in the way.
He's disappeared around the corner, guys. You guys slowly advance, using the corner for cover kind of thing.
Yeah, you just see my hand pop around the corner, and I like wave you up.
Got a Kragosak puppet. It's okay, guys.
It's okay.
Little Kraga says
Feeling
it's okay.
comforted already.
Hey guys, my name's Craig.
Right. That's weird. Camera just panned over onto my.
Yeah, when you put your hand up, the camera moved over to your hand.
That's funny. I've got. Yeah, never mind. I'll explain that later.
So the previous dioramas, like the trap itself was shooting out of the diorama?
It was shooting out of the Gauntlight Tower. Do you guys remember the graveyard scene where the Gauntlight shot this turquoise, greeny blue onto the graveyard and the dead rose? Okay, so they have this whole diorama of Otari, and then at the back they have this little swamp, and sort of up on a hill, just to make it look better, is the little island that you guys are on with the little Gauntlight, overlooking. And every time you guys tripped a trap, the beam, the shock, the wave or whatever seemed to emanate from that, like from the tower itself. Little tiny beams or sonics or whatever, pew pew pew. And here you have yet another. I mean, fool Kraga once, shame on Kraga. Fool Kraga 1, 2, 3, 4 times. This is the 5th trap, man. What do you do?
I'm gonna say, Dubsy, I think I need your trap finding skills up here. Check the floor in front of me.
Oh man, I'm gonna die again.
Can't turn my hand towards the camera because.
Sure, I'll go up there and try it.
Okay.
Yeah, I got some people backing me up.
Okay. So, guess what? I need to back this up.
No.
I need to back this up. I just remembered the reset time for all the traps. They all reset. So here we are.
We'll just pretend they
'cause
don't and
we
not.
spent an hour and a half, healing ourselves, and it's like, wait a minute, these traps reset, and I'm like, okay, what's the reset time? A day? Blah blah blah, and it's like, oh, here we are, la 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 la, traps, blah blah blah, reset automatically after an hour. So Kraga steps in front of the tsunami, and it may not hit you, right? But I gotta wonder, if the traps start going off, do you try to run forward, to get through them if they miss, kind of thing, or are you immediately gonna jump backwards and go, oh, guess what?
Yeah, backwards.
Yeah, you're not gonna slide through them. Okay. Stepping in front of the one alcove on the right. Kraga puts a reflex in the tower. You don't have to put those in the tower. It's okay. Can I reveal them? Well, there's a way that I could keep the roll and make it legit by revealing it. Huh. Copy text to clipboard. Paste. Nope. Didn't paste the number, just the words. Okay, never mind. Right, so it's tsunami time. And the tsunami is number 5. Hey, it's our old friend, the one that he smacked for 1 point of acid that's minus a mare. Funny enough, it's not really the mare that Corey shook down. I mean, these depictions are like hundreds of years ago, so it's a different mare, just saying. Don't worry, we didn't melt the actual mare. It'd be funny if you guys went back and saw the mare and you look like Two-Face. What the hell happened to you? They're voodoo dioramas. Oh my god. All right, Apocalypse Beam. Shooting at you, sir. Hits Kraga, and you take 2d10 plus 13 points of damage. 11 points, Kraga. You come out and you get hit.
All right, guys, forget this. Let's go back to town.
Okay. Gets smacked and he just runs away. Damn it. You ever play a video game and you keep getting killed, and then it's like, okay, I need a completely different approach to like crawl on the floor or hug the ceiling or, you know, send in just the rogue and best of luck and hopefully he doesn't fail his rolls. It's starting to look like that kind of thing. Like, I don't want you guys to be discouraged. I just hope there's a good enough treasure at the end. I'm not going to say. But it's obviously been a fun room for some of us. Recounting of hit points. Hey, you know what, Kraga? Technically, you're down 11 like everybody else. 12, 7. So we went from being fine to like, yeah, you guys want to go do some other room somewhere else?
I
send in Dubsy alone.
I kind of want to I want to return these loaned equipment back to Keelino and get my old equipment going again.
You guys have determined that energy damage does hurt them. If you could find a way to like lob crap from the doorway, like Greg the Brave did, all the way back from there, then yeah, you guys might get somewhere. Yeah. So Craig is calling for a return home, tail between legs. Consensus? I swear to God, if you guys nod at me one more time. Open your mic, say something.
Maybe I'll try one thing before we head out. I have one dagger on me.
Okay.
And I'm wondering if I can throw it near a trap to trigger it.
Oh.
And then if we go back to town, I can buy a bunch of daggers or something.
Okay. All right. Let's bum.
I remember there was a bunch of mops in that one room that we knocked over when we grabbed the canes.
Yeah, why go back to town? His 10-foot pole, right? The 10-foot pole theory of first edition works, right?
Just push the trap off the table.
Just like poke out the actual gauntlet tower, you know? Put some putty, like some gum on the end of it.
Other party guys, the cats.
If it was that movable, awesome. Then his flail strike would have destroyed it.
Okay.
That's true.
I will say this, Dubsy. Kraga, before you waste a dagger, Dubsy, Kraga's like, right, mobs, right? Like,
sounds fair.
Yeah? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you go grab a mop and throw it where?
Just like right beside the table. So as close as I can without like hitting. I don't want to hit the trap. I just want to like try to
the
trigger
one on the
it.
left that hasn't gone off yet, or the one?
Yeah, the one on the left that hasn't gone off.
Okay. So big dramatic whoosh and clatter, and everyone holds their breath, and no, nothing happens.
Oh, I'm out of ideas.
You had a good idea though. That I wish it worked.
One.
I can throw a few elements at it and see if it makes a difference. I can try acid, cold, or lightning.
We get some other creatures to just go in front of us.
Those 3 rogues we freed, they owe us a favor.
There's creatures in here. I mean, What were
Who
those
comes
one
back
guys
with,
that
like,
wanted
some street urchins? Now, kids, to join the Crook's Nest, like me, like Uncle Dubsy, you got to prove your worth. Get in there. Yeah.
You get a silver for every hit you take.
How heavy is the tub? Can we use the tub as a shield? Turtle armor.
Oh, like we all go under the tub?
My name is
That's
Shelby.
thinking.
I lost my arm in the dungeon, but at least my family will eat for a week. God. Sorry. What do you guys want to do before I put too many bad ideas in your head?
I kind of like the tub idea there, Gregor.
You guys were like
fit two
trying to use
people under
the tub as a shield?
Yeah.
Like on Pirates of the Caribbean, where they walk with the canoe on the bottom of the ocean. Just all of us walk under.
Well, Gregor, how about you read cover rules and what they do for reflex and fortitude saves? Because if it's +2, they're going to blame you. If it's full cover, free saving throw, then yeah, awesome idea. Turtle up and have little tiny Scooby-Doo feet, right? But if it only gives you like a bonus, well, even if it only gives a bonus, I mean that,
It's going to be +1, +2, or +4.
Oh yeah,
Most likely
so,
+2.
yeah, it will increase your odds of a save. But wait a minute, no, it's not a saving throw. I attacked you. I actually shot a beam with an attack roll.
At +16.
Yes, I did.
So our
Damn,
+2...
I gotta shut that off. Wait, let me go into settings so you guys can't see the numbers anymore. I just found that in the other game. Ignore the man behind the curtain. No. Kind of like them showing so you guys know how dangerous something is. Yeah.
At this point, I just assume everything I'm fighting has a +16.
As a +16. Yeah, we're second level. We're worthy of... Oh my god, 16 is a lot.
There's the fly, the half human or fly man.
Anyway, sorry, getting back to the tub, it's like a shield. It's like actual cover. So instead of saving throws with cover only giving you bonuses, what about AC to hit cover rules, Eric?
Exact. The same. It's either +1, +2, or +4.
So
Yeah.
a group of Paizo people said, okay, enough of this bullshit where people take furniture and traverse the dungeon and it takes all the hits. Like, that's not going to happen. We're all going to get +4 tops. That's it. Everyone nodded, and here we are. All right, so... But I like that thought. And hey, I will, I'll give you... Shit, I'll give you more than +4 because it surrounds you on 3 sides. You know what I mean? Like, cover is a wall, one side. That thing hits you and it has edges and you're like in the tub. You know what I mean? Like, I'd push that to +5 to your AC. Craiga, feeling lucky? Let's
What
get in there and
if-
melt some tubs. Well, see, the tub
what if
takes the hit.
Cognal...
The tub has... the tub takes the hit. The tub has hardness. The tub has hit points. You might run out of the bathtub. It might be melted as fuck, and then you're holding one little, like, bathtub leg by the time you get to the end. But, one guy made it. Sorry, go ahead.
I was thinking, what if Cognul and I get in there and we just kind of... It's full cover, and we just slide it across the ground so it can't even see us.
Oh, like stay low, like 1 inch off the ground.
I would say not even.
Yeah,
just drag it across the ground so it can't even see us. If it's not going to shoot a mop, maybe it won't shoot a bathtub.
Considering that the Gripply and Cognal are both shorter.
I would like everyone to throw all their knowledge in the tower. You guys are talking about these ideas, and your brains are going, what do I know about Arcane? What do I know about this? So, blind rolls, any kind of knowledge you want, everybody throw them in the towers. And I can tell you, Craiga, athletics. Yes. No. That's good. That's physics. Like, can you carry a heavy tub well bent over? Am I too big? Yes. Is he too small? No. That's a valid roll. I wasn't trying to make fun of him. I was trying to figure out how I could use that. Arcana. Arcane might be a magical sensor on the floor, or it might be cued to something other than an inanimate object, like when a creature comes by, getting back to Dubsy's theory. Okay, guys, calm down. I mean, like when I said everyone, maybe I should have said, like, your best 1 or 2 guys, not like they're throwing, like... Where's medicine going to help you in this? I'm not even going to say all that. Is that a mistake? We want to keep crafting. We want to keep the tub safe. Now, crafting, you could reinforce the tub. You know, make it stronger, better. Do an A-Team TV show montage, and we like make this A-Team wagon with wheels out of the tub and drive it in there. Save the girl at the end. So athletics, yes, it's feasible to carry it and do this. As far as your other skills are involved, Greg, may I call you Greg? Gregor, arcane speaking, it might have a magical sensor where like a creature comes near it, or there's like some kind of glyph on the floor, you know, or looking from the ceiling. Religious, there doesn't seem to be any significance unless some kind of religical end of time scenario that has been predicted. But how many times can you kill Otari unless it's one of those Mass Effect things where every 50,000 years, you know, the Reapers come and wipe out civilization. So every 100 years, something comes and wipes out Otari. We never known about the old Otaris. It doesn't seem very feasible. Nature? No, there's nothing natural about this. Occultism, same as arcane. So yeah. Why do I feel like you just wasted your time? Okay, never mind.
So I'll convey that to the group, stating that even if you're covered, the traps may not trigger. Does anyone have any means of summoning creatures? I don't have that capability.
Sure. I've got some silver. Let's go back to town.
Yeah.
Or we got
I will
silver.
be
Let's
mean
get back
enough
to town.
that any creature summoned speaks, has a name, and says, "Yes, master, my name is Philo. How can I help you?" Oh no, we know its name. Bastard. I want some random dolphin or something. Tell you a great story about how I forgot summoning are terrain specific, so you got to be near water to summon an aquatic creature. You got to be near land to, you know what I mean? We're playing D&D with my son one of the first times ever. Pack of wolves. What do? He's like, I summon a dolphin and feed them. Here's a big fish, boys. Eat it, not me. I'm like, that's genius. It happens. Then we look up the spell, and it's like, oh, crap, right, aquatic. Fine. I summon a dude in a dolphin suit and feed them. No, son, that's not how that works. So anyway, back to town, boys? Or has anyone got a fresh idea?
Well,
I mean, the
I already set off.
will take the hits.
I already set off the first trap on the right.
Yeah,
If
I
I
get an hour there.
If I stayed, to the right side, does it set off the traps on the left side?
Don't know. Problem is, when we had these traps going off, someone was conveniently very close. It might be a 10-foot range, and the other one, like both of them went off, and the other one might have just missed you. I looked it up once and found out that they reset an hour, and you begged me not to look at that. You want me to look up how the traps work a second time, Matt? I don't think you do. I think you want to get your tub and take your chances before I look up how this shit actually works.
Yeah, I'm good with that. If Cognual wants to come with me, we'll go in the tub, go across the right hand side, and try to get to the doors.
All right, gentlemen, on Archives of Nevis, I want you to look up the item Iron Tub, Bathtub, and we will come up with a hardness. We will come up with hit points, and you guys will do the first. What is that? Roman turtle? Guys all totaled up with the shield and the tortoise maneuver.
Yeah.
Ever seen in Otari? Next time.
Warlock cast arcane gate because we need an escape. This magic weapon refused to turn the tide. It breathes by all of its saints. Who cares if we're a disgrace? In just one shove, our wizard rolled death and fell. Tell me what we'd brawl this thing. Too many limbs that sting. All of us played food for its spawn. Up our XP and then we'll bring new dice for the slaying. A pretty mix, blue, black, and gold. Rolling higher, love. Oh, tell me not to give up. Provoke me, haste me, faster dash. Returning, churning, savage attack. The character so cozy, buckets of dice. You know me, I'm gonna write all these actions down. Blowing bubbles below, see camping next to coyotes. I don't wanna die, let's head back to town. Let's head back back to